Alright, we've gone ahead and done a very rough and dirty running of the wires here. What you'll notice is the back of the unit. We got our HDMI cable that goes to mini. The mini HDMI is leading that way. We've got our USB that's going to be charging the phone. We have our other USB that has the option to hook up another storage device if you felt the need for it. This was a proprietary cable that came with the VaceTech unit. We mounted this bracket. You probably remember it from the earlier video. This is the bracket that we mounted, and it's just used to hold the cables with zip ties. On the front, we have another proprietary cable that's already been ran. We're going to hook that up. That is the box all ready to go. And this was the rough cable running that we did underneath the center console. We've hooked this up, and now we are ready to hook it up to the back of the unit. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the nav unit, and of course set this box wherever you feel like having it. I'm going to assume that the glove box is going to be a pretty popular area. I myself am going to try to do it underneath the passenger seat. And again, one hand underneath the nav, one hand above it, pull it up and towards you. I always set mine on top of the shifter stock. Now we've got the back of the head unit, and that's about as far as I'm going to be able to turn it. It's about right there. Keep in mind that the car needs to be off during the unplugging. Now we're going to locate the proper cables and begin the unhooking process. This is an 06 to 08 nav unit. Please keep that in mind. It's always best to have a friend to help you. In this case, I have no friends because I'm an asshole. So it's just me. That's half the job right there. This is the next cable that we're going to be hooking up. I gotta locate it and know where the hell this goes. This looks like a nice match, so maybe this is it. Let's try it. I'm going to unhook it. And let's see if this hooks up. At this point, I am kind of fishing because I did not read the instructions. That is not a good match. Oh, I'm lying. That's a good match. And now, for my next trick, with only two hands holding the nav. There we go. I'm gonna tuck the wires under. Okay, those wires are good. And the blue ones are already in there. And now let's hope that it all reaches, that there's enough room. We'll push the nav unit back. Make sure that you keep a steady hand so you don't jack the dash. The dashboard is very soft, thanks to Toyota Motor Company having shitty dashboards. Perfect. And we still seem to have a little bit of slack left in our line, so that's a good thing. I'm just checking the lines here underneath the dashboard. I'm sorry, within the center console. And we do have some slack currently, so that's good. Perfect. At this point, you can go ahead and put all your items back that you saw in the previous video, how we removed them. You just want to reverse that whole order and put all your trim pieces back as they go. The next video that we're going to show is us programming the box according to VaceTech's instructions. There's a program switch here that you have to cycle, and you have to turn the ignition on while you do it, and we'll get to that in a moment.